So I ordered Postmates, and there was some victory and some defeat. I ordered no silverware and no straw. 'Cause straws are really bad; they get sea life stuff, and silverware takes forever to decompose. And they didn't give me any silverware, which is good. I mean, at home I have my own silverware. However, they did include a straw, so but I asked for none, and the driver, because there's no silverware, I'm pretty sure he asked for no straw. And one thing is, I did ask for extra napkins, um, but there are like no napkins here. Oh, no, there are extra napkins. That's good. So napkins could be considered trash. Um, However, they do compost, and I'm gonna combine them with some other waste I have to compost. I can't do much composting, but I have a place I can put compost. Just a little bucket and take it somewhere. Uh, and So those will compost. But that's about it. So it was success in that I didn't get silverware, but unfortunately they did include a straw. Even though I'm sure the driver requested no straw, but I mean, I worked in fast food honestly, and a lot of it is because they're really busy, um, and because they're really busy, they don't have time to do a lot of stuff. Um, Especially because it's McDonald's, and McDonald's is really busy. Um, it's just so much information to handle. They can't get every single thing right all the time because it's just so much information. It's like overloaded for information. You make mistakes. Anyone would make mistakes when they get too much information. It's too much to process. Um, Another thing is most people in fast food um, get the issue where they just want to do the bare minimum. I mean, I'm sure everybody in the workplace, you've seen people who want to do the bare minimum. They don't want to put as much effort as they can into their work, and they just want to get the bare minimum, get their paycheck. And honestly, people in fast food are making minimum wage, and they like, "Oh, I'm making minimum wage. I'm gonna do minimum work because it doesn't really matter." So that's another thing. So there are a couple issues, but a lot of it's attitude, and a lot of it's just being overworked because you're overworked, like you're worked like crazy. And one is you can't handle the work, period, and then the other thing is you aren't compensated for the amount of work you do. So you get develop a bad attitude, and then like when I was working hard and everything I could, everybody started dumping more and more responsibility on me, thinking I'll take care of it, so they don't have to take care of it. But yeah, that's just the other thing. Anyway, I did get some victory in that I got no silverware. I did get a straw, unfortunately, but I asked for no straw. Um, I got some soda. Um, and that's plastic, I know. But that's because I have a problem with wanting mania. And I think it's the caffeine combined with the high fructose corn syrup that causes me some mania. I really like the feeling of mania. I have to work to get off of that. Uh, it's like a psychological need because it feels great. So I'm working on cutting back on caffeine in the morning, and then eventually cutting back the high fructose corn syrup. So can more of my mania under control. But yeah, that's the gain the victory. Slowly gaining victories over time. So I'm eventually, hopefully, gonna be able to get no soda, just drink water at home, or even just stock up on cans at home, get some metal cans, and then drink out of metal cans because aluminum can be recycled much more easily than plastic, and a much longer period of time. Um, but yeah, that's the good news. Um, anyway, there's hope maybe you can follow this example. I don't know, maybe I could discuss with restaurants possibly having my own cutlery that I take with me places. You can get like a little camping cutlery to take with you places. So maybe I could do that. Take my own cutlery to places. Not to like more upscale restaurants. That would just be weird. Upscale like me, for me, it'd be stuff like IHOP. That wouldn't be good. But like McDonald's, where I'm getting, a big breakfast, I don't think they'd really care if I'm bringing my own cutlery as long as it's something small, and I don't think they'd really care. But that's about it. Anyway, that's this episode 4 of going zero waste on Section 8.